The best in the gymnastics world have gathered to crown its new champions. ABC Sports returns to Malay Arena, the World Gymnastics Championships. Hello again, everyone. I'm Robin Roberts. Here in Lausanne, teams from more than 60 countries, including the United States, will vie for world titles. This afternoon, you'll see the American women compete in the team final. Great company surrounded by two former Olympians, Bart Connor and Kathy Johnson-Clark. We have seen significant changes, Bart. New format, new rules, and for the U.S. women, a new team.
That is right. For the U.S. women, this is a classic rebuilding phase. And for the first time since the 1989 World Championships, they're considered underdogs for a team medal. Now, this is a good team, but this is not the Magnificent Seven that won so spectacularly in Atlanta last year. So today, can this relatively inexperienced team with only one returning Olympian, Dominique Moceanu, hold up against the world's best? It's going to be a huge challenge. They'll be led by national co-champion Christy Powell along with Kristen Maloney. Now, to expect great results from this U.S. team would be like expecting an NBA team to repeat as champions when all but one player has retired. If the U.S. team could pull off a bronze here today, that would be a big victory.
All right, Bart, good point. Well, the more things change, Kathy, the more they stay the same. The three traditional powers still on top.
How true. Russia, Romania, and China are great for different reasons. Romania, though arguably not as artistic, is as steady as always with a few highlight routines. The Chinese team is loaded with special performances, but they are, as Nadia Comaneci referred to them, like porcelain. Beautiful, but breakable. If they hit, though, they could win the team gold for the first time ever. The Russians look the most ready to win. With Svetlana Horkina looking better than ever, they seem to have it all. All three teams have some vulnerable areas, though. That will make it interesting.
We have alluded to the rules changes this year in gymnastics. They have been much debated and long in the making. Kathy explains them to us now in further detail.
Look at that, right to the handstand. Gorgeous routine, a perfect 10.
Women's gymnastics has a history of unforgettable memories.
She has done the best vault of her life.
Because of the dramatic evolution of gymnastics from generation to generation, the International Gymnastics Federation revises the code of points, the rules by which routines are scored every 4 years. In an effort to create a more objective and longer-lasting code, the FIG has introduced the most aggressive revisions to date. Memorable performances of the past, designed to meet a different standard, would receive dramatically different scores today. Mary Lou's perfect vault from '84, only a 9.4, and even Olympic all-around champion Lilia Podkopayeva's beam routine from a year ago would earn no higher than a 9.4, far below the 9.787 she received in Atlanta.
It would be hard to get a 10. You know, everybody's looking for that 10, and I'm not sure this particular time may never happen.
The most significant change is the increased demand for bonus points. The start value is the highest score a routine can receive and is based on a score for required elements plus bonus points. And the maximum score before bonus points are added has been lowered from 9.4 at the Olympics to 9.0 today.
When you're talking about 4 more tenths of a point to get to this 10.0 now, because now we start at a 9.0. That's 4 more big skills or 4 more combination of 2 things together. And then now that you can't repeat this, to add this to that, that's probably been the most challenging.
The new code of points requires a full point of bonus to reach a perfect 10, which has placed a premium on the most difficult elements. Bonus points are awarded only for acrobatic and dance tricks, which has often resulted in less artistry and creativity. For many, there simply isn't time and energy left for individual expression through choreography.
I try to relax more in my dance so I can rest for my tumbling. I don't show it off as much.
There are other significant changes. The compulsory exercises have been eliminated, and bonus points are no longer awarded for repeated elements, which should encourage a greater variety of tricks. And in the most debated change, the minimum age limit has been raised from 15 to 16. Some feel these changes, taken together, create a dichotomy, asking older women to perform more tricks in physically demanding routines, ideal for younger bodies.
I would say on the good side, I think it's going to help us maybe be able to keep kids and do basics and conditioning longer before we throw them out into competition. But at the same time, sometimes their bodies can take a little bit more when they're younger.
If the athlete, regardless of the sport, is ready to play the game and do it and handle it mentally and physically, that they should be given the opportunity to do it.
Beth Klein-Rybacki is the coach of 15-year-old Vanessa Atler, co-national champion and one of 3 in the top 6 at the U.S. Nationals, ineligible under the new age limit. A gymnast's window of opportunity is open only briefly, and she worries about what she's lost.
I just think it's putting actually more stress on the younger gymnasts because they only have one shot now, and not, they don't have two shots. What if you get sick in the Olympics or the Worlds? You don't have another shot.
This decision is in response to international criticism and upon the recommendation of the FIG Medical Commission.
Generally speaking, the athletes that are 16 are ready, are mature. They have more mental maturity to handle the coaching pressures. In every new 4-year period following Olympic Games, there's a fear and there's nervousness about adjusting the athletes' routines to the new code of points. And so it's not a new feeling.
I'm very curious to see who's out there who can handle, how they can handle the new code.
The perfect 10 had already become rare, but now it's even more elusive.